Hello, how are you? My name's Tiana.
Hello. Hey, Tiana, how are you? This is Lajon. This is LJ. How are you tonight?
I'm very well. It's actually very nice to be talking to another human today other than myself, so it's already a good day for me.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for saying that. I'll tell you a funny story real quick. I went out today for a second, and people are acting like there's nothing really going on, but I noticed a really weird color BMW SUV that's blue with orange wheels, and I noticed that it was my kid's dentist. You would have thought that it was a parade going on when I blew my horn so many times, and I saw him, and I was so excited about actually seeing someone's face. Well, I didn't see his face. His car was tinted, and mine is too. So I knew his car.
Oh my God, I love that.
So I was like, oh my God. I told my wife, I said, text him immediately and tell him I'm sorry I was making so much noise, but it was just so exciting to see something familiar.
It's like now I understand why dogs get so excited when they see each other. They haven't seen another dog in so long, so I get that excitement. I love that you saw your dentist.
Yes. Well, thank you for taking this call, and I hope everything is okay, and it sounds like you're safe, so that's a blessing.
Yes, thank you. Well, it's kind of strange. I was going back through my files and I realised literally just a little over a year ago, I interviewed Clint just before you guys touched down in Australia to play with Red Hook last year, and somehow that feels like decades ago, even though it's probably only been like 14 months. But I know you guys were originally due out here with Steel Panther literally next week, but the exciting news is that we still have Sevendust in our future with the Aussie shows pushed back safely to next year. What are you most excited about when you are eventually allowed to leave the country and come back to Australia for these shows?
Well, let me tell you, as of right now, Australia show is the only thing that has been announced as far as I know from us. Well, I know for a fact. So I cannot wait to get back to Australia. I am so sad that this craziness in the world is going on right now. So more than anything, I would love to be there with everyone in Australia. I have so many I don't like to say fans. I have mates. I have family in Australia now. It's incredible. And I feel like that 14 months you said, it seems like forever. To me, I still feel like I was just there, and I can't wait to get back again. So I'm just praying that we get through this in the proper way, and however we come out of it, that we're able to get back there as soon as we can. And like I said, this is the only thing that I have on my books right now. I even talked with my manager that has been announced for us is to come back to Australia.
Oh, wow. Well, that feels very special. And if the last shows were anything to go by, we are in for a hell of a night. I think you guys tore the roof off. I was in Brisbane when I saw you. I think everyone was just losing their minds. Morgan went through more drumsticks than I could count, and it was just such a beautiful evening. So I think for all of us, it's going to be a pretty exciting time next year when we finally get you back.
I can't wait to get back, and I want to have to tell him, make sure that he doesn't hit me with any of his damn drumsticks, because it is like a freaking festival of sticks that I don't like. Can you keep some of them?
He's like a superhero. He's like pulling out sticks just from everywhere. I don't know where he was pulling them from at one point. It was pretty impressive.
I don't know where he's pulling them from either. So it's always a fun show. That's something that we've always had fun with, is making sure that we have a good time on stage, and that's something that's really fun. And I hope that we're able to give a piece of us to to someone that can have something to memorabilia, something to remember us by.
Totally. And I guess another exciting thing is along for the ride for this next Aussie trip are the eternally glamorous and cheeky Steel Panther gents who will be joining you for their largest Aussie shows ever. How did this team up tour between the two of you come to life? I mean, no doubt it's going to be some very fun tour times ahead for all of you teamed up together.
Steel Panther, all right, we've loved them ever since day one, years and years ago when we met these gentlemen in LA. And we've been able to do a few shows with them in the States as far as big festivals. And it's so cool not only to perform with them, but to hang out with them after the show, just as us regular guys hanging out and talking about family and whatever's going on in our lives. I love each and every one of those guys, and it's so exciting to be on such a cool tour because it's fun. It's all about the I think that's what we're missing in music is that that fun, and they bring back that, don't take yourself too seriously. And we're here to have a good time, but they're serious artists, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess I have to ask, are Sevendust considering upping their game in the lycra and eyeliner department to team with the Steel Panther theme?
Oh, you mean like doing what they do?
Are you going to throw in any, going to up the glam for your live show?
No. I won't be doing any of that unless they ask me to come out and do a song with them. But other than that, I'm going to keep it dirty like I do. I'll leave that to them. But you know what? It's so funny. No, listen. So it's so funny. I can't believe that you asked that because they have this thing that they do every day. What effing day of the week is it? They do a little sit thing on their Instagram. And they asked me to do it, and, people, different artists dress up. So I did do one for them for a day on Wednesday, and I actually put a wig on, and I'm at my private bar in my home, and
yes.
I'm doing a whole skit, and I look up to the camera, and I say it's Wednesday. So hopefully everyone in the world will be able to see that soon.
Amazing. Oh, look out. That might be something to look forward to for the show.
Yes, it's weird. So what's funny about it is I was in my bar, and my wife was filming it for me. And my son was outside the bar, and my wife said, okay, you have to be quiet, but you can watch outside the bar doors. And as soon as he saw Daddy doing it, at the end of it, you could hear him just chuckling like. So you'll definitely see that. You'll see it. So it was very fun. I said, let's not delete that. Let's keep that in.
Oh, that sounds brilliant. I think what's nice with you guys, especially while you do have that grit and that amazing ferocity on stage, just seeing what you guys do, you all seem to love what you do. And I think what's incredible, I mean, for someone like yourself, obviously going back to when you were a kid, you've sung your entire life basically, and you've reached a point where you're labelled as one of the top metal vocalists of all times. You've had Grammy nominations and countless tours, plus you've been making music with all of these humans for decades. After all this time and so many highs and maybe the occasional low, what is it that you love most about what you do after all this time?
The magic of music, the magic of the energy that I get from, I don't say fans, I say family. Because at this point, there's not any fans. There's nothing but family. I feel like we've grown up together. I feel like we all have a piece of each other. And that's what's exciting for me. For me to come to Australia, I would have never thought 20, 30 years ago, whatever, how long it's been, that we would be being able to come back to Australia and have mates and have people that I call family. And I have people that come from Australia and stay with me. Now in the States. It's like, are you kidding me? This is a dream come true for me. And unfortunately, the tour, we're supposed to be there next week. I can't believe we're not going to be there because of the craziness that's going on in the world. But I can't wait for everything to get back in order in the proper way and for us to somehow navigate through this crazy time, because Australia is one of the most beautiful places that I think in the world. And I can't wait to bring my family there. I've always said I wanted residency in Australia. I just think it's a beautiful place. And the family in Australia, the energy is just contagious. And I don't want to say that in the crazy world that it's in right now, but the energy that you have is contagious and it's beautiful. And I wish I could bring everyone from Australia here and vice versa.
I think we'd happily do that. And I think so many of your fans/family would follow you around the globe. And I think that's what's really nice, despite all the craziness going on. We have so much to look forward to. And you guys, you're still giving out all of these amazing vibes, and we're all still here. So I think it's going to be something really special when we can all finally come together and just rock the hell out and just be around each other and enjoy some incredible times with yourselves. I
cannot wait to see you again. And I would like to let you know that we still do plan on releasing the album. We have 13 songs. The album's done. Everything is done. It's been pushed back. It was going to be out in September. But within the next few weeks, I believe that we're going to release a song from the album for everyone to hear, which I'm so excited about, just to keep it fresh. And I want for you to be the first to know that. And again, the only thing that we have booked, which there's a lot of offers, the only thing we have booked and we're talking about is coming back to Australia as of right now.
Oh my God. As if it couldn't get more exciting. That was my last question, is if you were still going to go ahead with the album, and you have just made my whole week and possibly my whole year with that news. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Look, I look forward to seeing you, and let's make sure that when we get back, that we chat in person and talk, because I mean it when I say that I really feel Australia is a family with me. I've gained so many beautiful people in my life. It's hard to believe that we waited so long to get this close. So it's really cool to be able to have the opportunity to come back. Like before, it was years that happened. So now it's closer, and it's getting closer and closer to me getting my residency there. So I can have like some kind of flat or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be up in there walking around town saying, "What's up?"
I love it. Well, I'm sure you'll have plenty of tour guides on offer when you get here, but we all can't wait to have you guys back here.
Well, thank you very much for even taking the time in this crazy time that we're in. And my prayers and blessings are with you and your family and just everyone around you and just everyone, everywhere, just because it is scary. And we just have to take the right precautions to make sure that when we do come out, that we do it the right way so we can continue to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Truer words never spoken. You are a wonderful human, LJ. Thank you so much for chatting with me. You've made my day, and hopefully I might even see my dentist today. Who knows? It might even get better from here.
I hear you. You know what? You've made my day. You've made my night. So thank you my day and night, my week. And you have a beautiful weekend. And I look forward to seeing you, my sister.
Likewise. Thank you so much, LJ. You are the best. Have a beautiful rest of your night.
Well, thank you. You too. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling.
Me too. All right, I'm going to hang up before they cut us off. You have a beautiful night.
Okay. Well, all right. Thank you. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, LJ. Bye.